The use, sale, and possession of cannabis over 0.3% THC in the United States, despite state laws, is illegal under federal law, as a Schedule 1 drug under the Federal Controlled Substances Act of 1970. Cannabis over 0.3% THC is considered to have no accepted medical use, and have a high potential for abuse and physical or psychological dependence. Cannabis use is illegal for any reason, with the exception of FDA-approved research programs. However, individual states have enacted legislation permitting exemptions for various uses, mainly for medical and industrial use but also including recreational use. Cannabis for industrial uses was made illegal to grow without a permit under the Controlled Substances Act because of its relation to cannabis as a drug, and any imported products must adhere to a zero-tolerance policy. The Agricultural Act of 2014 allows for universities and state-level departments of agriculture to cultivate cannabis for research into its industrial potential. In December 2018, hemp was permitted to be grown in the United States under federal law after the Hemp Farming Act was included in the passed 2018 Farm Bill. As a psychoactive drug, cannabis continues to find extensive favor among recreational and medical users in the United States. As of 2020, 14 states, 2 U.S. territories, and the District of Columbia have legalized recreational use of cannabis. 35 states, 4 U.S. territories, and D.C. have legalized medical use of the drug. Multiple efforts to reschedule cannabis under the Controlled Substances Act have failed, and the United States Supreme Court has ruled in United States v. Auckland Cannabis Buyers Cooperative and Gonzalez v. Rich that the federal government has a right to regulate and criminalize cannabis, whether medical or recreational. As a result, cannabis dispensaries are licensed by each state. These businesses sell cannabis products that have not been approved by the U.S. Food and Drug Administration, nor are they legally registered with the federal government to sell controlled substances. Although cannabis has not been approved, the FDA recognizes the potential benefits and has approved 2 drugs that contain components of marijuana. The ability of states to implement cannabis legalization policies was weakened after U.S. Attorney General Jeff Sessions rescinded the Cole Memorandum on January 4, 2018 and issued a new memo instructing U.S. attorneys to enforce federal law related to marijuana. The Cole Memo, issued by former Deputy Attorney General James Cole in 2013, urged federal prosecutors to refrain from targeting state legal marijuana operations. Regarding the medical use of cannabis, the Rohrabacher-Farr Amendment still remains in effect to protect state legal medical cannabis activities from enforcement of federal law. Roger Roffman, a professor of social work at the University of Washington, asserted in July 2013 that approximately 3.6 million Americans are daily or near daily users. Peter Reuter, a professor at the School of Public Policy and the Department of Criminology at the University of Maryland, College Park, said that experimenting with marijuana has long been a normal part of growing up in the U.S. About half of the population born since 1960 has tried the drug by age 21. A World Health Organization survey found that the United States is the world's leading per capita marijuana consumer. The 2007 National Survey on Drug Use and Health prepared by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services indicated that 14.4 million U.S. citizens over the age of 12 had used marijuana within a month. The 2008 survey found that 35 million Americans were willing to tell government representatives that they had used marijuana in the past year. According to the 2001 National Survey on Drug Use and Health by the Substance Abuse and Mental Health Services Administration, a branch of the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, 41.9% of all Americans 12 or older have used cannabis at some point in their lives, while 11.5% reported using it this year. Medical use is a common reason why people use marijuana. According to the National Institute on Drug Abuse, the term medical marijuana refers to using the whole unprocessed marijuana plant or its basic extracts to treat a disease or symptom. However, the U.S. Food and Drug Administration has not officially approved marijuana as a medicine until the passage of the 2018 United States Farm Bill. Under federal law, it was illegal to possess, use, buy, sell, or cultivate cannabis in all United States jurisdictions. Since the Controlled Substances Act of 1970 classified marijuana as a Schedule I drug, claiming it has a high potential for abuse and has no acceptable medical use. Despite this federal prohibition, some state and local governments established laws attempting to decriminalize cannabis, which has reduced the number of simple possession offenders sent to jail. Since federal law enforcement